Evaluation of test memory throughout the lifespan. Evaluating memory throughout the lifespan is a complex task, as memory abilities change and evolve at different stages of life. Researchers use various tests and methodologies to assess memory in individuals of different age groups. The role of memory in human beings should not be underestimated. Memory plays a crucial role in the uncoiling, storing, and retrieval of information. The phases of memory among human beings change with time, and this presentation analyzes the stages of memory in different stages of life. The importance of studying memory. The benefits of studying memory include enhancing the understanding of cognitive development. Studying memory aids in the early detection of cognitive related disorders, helps in enhancing the development of diagnostic tools related to cognitive conditions, the championing and implementations of public health policies. Other benefits include the development and implementations of strategies to improve cognitive abilities and quality of life. Helps to design the appropriate interventions to improve cognitive functioning. Supporting healthy living and life longevity. Memory is a complex cognitive process that includes the encoding, storage, and retrieval of information. There are several types of memory, each serving different purposes and involving different processes. Some common types of memory include long-term memory, short-term memory, sensory memory, explicit memory, and implicit memory. Sensory memory is the brief initial stage of memory where information from our senses, which are visual, auditory, or tactile, is briefly stored. It often very short-lived and lasting only a fraction of a second or a few seconds. Short-term memory holds information for a short duration, typically up to 30 seconds, and has a limited capacity. It's where we temporarily store information we're actively using or processing. Long-term memory is where information is stored for a more extended period of time, potentially for a lifetime. It has a vast capability and includes various types of information. Another memory type is working memory. Working memory is a system that temporarily holds and manipulates information needed for cognitive tasks. It is closely related to short-term memory, but includes the manipulation of information to solve problems and make decisions. Understanding the different types of memory helps in studying cognitive processes, memory disorders, and the ways in which memory functions in everyday life. Memory development in infancy and childhood. Memory development amongst infants play a significant role in cognitive and social development. During the first stages, infants have infantile amnesia because their brains have not matured. Infants have sensory memory. Infants' memories form with time, especially due to their daily routines, as well as environmental interactions. Infants start to develop motor memory as they grow. Memory development in infancy and childhood is a fascinating area of study. Infancy, from 0 years old to 2 years of age, have as follows: sensory memory. Infants have a rudimentary form of sensory memory, allowing them to briefly hold sensory information such as sights, sounds, and tactile sensations for a short duration. This helps them process and make sense of their surroundings. Second, they also have working memory. Working memory begins to develop in infancy. It allows infants to temporarily hold and manipulate information, such as when they remember an object's location or the steps to complete a simple task. Thirdly, infants have recognition memory. Even in the first few months of life, infants show recognition memory. They can recognize familiar faces, voices, and objects. This starts happening even in the mother's belly. The ability to recognize familiar stimuli is crucial for attachment and social development. To continue, infants have deferred imitation. Infants as young as 6 to 9 months old exhibit deferred imitation, which means they can remember and imitate actions they've observed at an earlier time. This reflects their ability to encode and retrieve episodic memories of events. Infants also have object permanence, the understanding that objects continue to exist even when they are out of sight, which usually can happen once you are playing peekaboo with a child. They see that you are still there, but they are not able to see your face. This is closely related to memory as it involves the ability to remember objects that are no longer in view. Early childhood is from 2 years of age to 7 years of age. This age group has working memory capacity also. The working memory capacity increases significantly during this early childhood. Children become better at holding and manipulating information for cognitive tasks and problem solving. They also have episodic memory, which involves the recall of specific events and personal experiences. Children can remember events from their own lives and describe them in greater detail. At this age, they have somatic memory, which stores general information and facts about the world. This expands as children learn and acquire language. This type of memory becomes more elaborate as they grow and have more experiences. At this age, children may also have false memories. Children may also experience the development of false memories, where they may recall events that did not actually happen. This phenomenon is due to the reconstructive nature of memory. Infancy and early childhood types of memories lays the foundation for later cognitive and academic achievements as children continue to learn and to grow. Development of memory is very crucial. In the early infancy and childhood stage, memory rapidly grows, and they also start to be able to critically think. Evaluating memory amongst infants helps gauge their cognitive development. The common methods used include cued recall tasks, play-based assessments, and etc. Analyzing memory changes in adolescence. Adolescence is marked by significant cognitive development. Adolescents often exhibit improvements in various cognitive functionings, which can improve memory. For instance, their working memory capacity expands, allowing them to store and manipulate more information simultaneously. The development of brain structure during adolescence leads to significant memory changes. This stage is characterized by changes such as increased speed of processing, leading to faster processing of information. Adolescents become more efficient in encoding information, storing it in memory. They develop better strategies for organizing information and paying attention to relevant details, which can enhance the encoding process. This improvement leads to better memory retrieval when needed. Assessing memory in adolescence. The common method used in assessing memory amongst adolescents include using standardized tests, questionnaires, neuroimaging observations, and clinical assessments. From the stages of 18 to 40 years of age, young adults and adults generally have strong working memory capabilities, allowing them to process and retain information for cognitive tasks. Episodic memory, responsible for recalling specific events and personal experiences, remain developed during this stage. In middle adulthood, which is range from 40 years of age to 65 years of age, the working memory capability can start to decline, affecting the ability to manage multiple cognitive tasks simultaneously. Somatic memory, which holds general knowledge and information, continues to grow as individuals accumulate more experiences and facts. Middle-aged adults can experience challenges with source memory, making it more challenging to remember where specific information are learned. Perspective memory, however, the ability to remember to perform future tasks remained relatively stable. Memory in adulthood, cognitive changes. The growth and aging process triggers various cognitive changes characterized by stability and decline. They include working memory, episodic memory, processing speed, and neurologic changes. During the middle adulthood, memory abilities experience various changes, as I stated previously. Memory changes in older adults. The elderly experience cognitive impairments because of age, which can lead to Alzheimer's, dementia, slow spot processing speed leading to inability to process information quickly, episodic memory decline. In late adulthood, which is 65 years and up, working memory tends to decline in late adulthood, which can impact cognitive tasks. Although somatic memory remains relatively intact, the retrieval speed may slow down. Late adulthood is associated with further difficulties in source memory, making it harder to recall where information was acquired. Perspective memory could be affected, but individuals often rely on compensatory strategies to remember tasks. Memory assessments for the elderly helps to evaluate the cognitive changes in order to provide the necessary support. The assessment entitles medical evaluations, depression and mood assessments, follow-up assessments, cognitive screening, clinical interviews. Roles of genetics in memory. Genes play critical roles in the cognitive ability of an individual. The roles of genetics include neurotransmission of genes, apolipoprotein, synaptic plasticity of genes, and neural development genes. Environmental factors in memory development. The environment shapes the development of memory from childhood to adulthood, which includes culture, education, media and technology, nutrition, and health. Culture shapes the way individuals encode, perceive, and store information. Culture influences of memory include parenting style, educational practices, language, and narrative styles. Gender differences in memory. The differences are attributed to hormonal influences and neurobiological differences. Studies have suggested that women tend to outperform men in tasks related to verbal memory, which include the recall of words, stories, and verbal information. This difference may be influenced by psychocultural factors. Men often outperform women in spatial memory tasks, which involve remembering the spatial layout of environments, objects, or directions. This difference has been associated with evolutionary theories related to hunting and navigation. The hormonal influences. Hormonal changes, such as those associated with menstrual cycles, pregnancies, menopause, can affect memory in general. Some women report fluctuations in memory and cognitive functionings during these hormonal changes. Memory disorders. Memory disorders can also be referred to as cognitive or amnestic diseases. Alzheimer's disease and memory assessments. Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative condition that impairs the brain, which can include memory loss, cognitive decline, cognitive impairment of the brain. Memory assessments include interviews and examination. Mid-cognitive impairment, MCI evaluation. The assessment helps to identify individuals facing the risk of Alzheimer's as well as other types of dementia. Memory intervention and cognitive training. Memory training programs. They are tasks used to improve the functioning of the brain. Neuroimaging techniques in memory evaluation. Neuroimaging provides critical insights regarding the process by evaluating the memory. Ethical considerations in memory testing. These help to ensure the rights of the individuals being tested, which provides privacy and confidentiality. Future direction in memory research. Studies of memory is a broad topic because it involves with time due to changes in neuroscience and technology. Memory enhancements help to improve the quality of life. To conclude, memory assessment is crucial in providing information regarding cognitive development. Memory assessments reveal age-related memory changes, cognitive strengths, and vulnerabilities. Memory evaluation sheds light on the dynamic nature of memory processes, subject to influences like genetics, environment, and lifestyle. The common conditions affecting memory include Alzheimer's, old age, mid-cognitive impairment, and episodic impairments. Thank you so much for staying with me through this presentation. Have a great day.